and for royalties, and especially, well, with musicians, maybe with some things are a little bit better. I'm not sure how far things are now. Maybe Advocate Kekana will talk about that. But up to now, there's millions, thousands and millions of amounts of money that have been owed to artists from the SABC that have not been paid. People see you every day, you know, what do you get out of it? And you get nothing. And yet people see you every time. You get your programs being repeated all the time. Do we get anything out of it? You get nothing. And those things should be revisited to make sure that artists actually get their repeat fees, or they get royalties, you know, or whatever it is. And then, as Mr. Who said that nobody prepares you for success, nobody gets prepared also for their downfall, because of so many other things that happen in terms of, you know, you get artists are working, and the jobs are not sustainable. They cannot pay for all the other things that they ought to pay for themselves, that other panelists talked about. Your UIF, your medical aid, housing, and then all of a sudden, boom, because you're also pitted against each other, you have annoyed a producer for no other reason, you get killed offset. They just, the script says, oh, this one tomorrow will be burying him.
Talking about Ama Repeats, there's a production that I shot in 2015. They still played today Kumzansi. And it creates the impression with Dave Joyce on TV, that means she has money. And I think maybe I had 2 calls, and each call was at 2,000 rand. So the producers, they've got this thing of clustering masses so that they pay you for 1 call or 2 calls. But then when it goes to the public, people will see you on TV for 2 weeks. And then there's an assumption of and it creates the impression that as I indicated, the social side of our well-being. There's also a spiritual side of our well-being, which leads to many distractors, such as you find the artist amaningi becoming izango. You find the artist amaningi as suicidal, because being an artist is not a choice. It's something that you were given by God or whosoever that you believe in. So at the same time, we also need to look at that spiritual being said as artists, because we are living in the sphere. It needs a lot of cleansing, because there's a lot that one can talk about. So if you don't have something that you fear, like you've got your own corner where you go and pray to God and say, when I get on stage, this is where I praise my God, this is my church. So such things, they assist us, our spirituality. You will fear God when you think about suicide. I'm at the point where I want to kill myself, but because you've got that spiritual being that you do take care of, that you always consult, whether Amajosi are and so forth. But that also needs to be looking into to us as creatives.
The problem with artists, we look like we do not take care of our money. And no, we do care, but then, how do you take care of a flimsy little money that you are getting? In 1978, when I started recording professionally, I was being given 2.5%. What am I going to do with 2.5%? How am I going to look after my mother, whom I left in Zebediela? How am I going to look after my sister's kids? Because we are a communal nation as black people. We cannot afford to see my sister's child starving while I have some little sense.